Here's one of the greatest insights I had in the past year. The CEO transition is different from the transition of the source energy of the organization. What? Nobody's talking about this. Actually, there is one person who's talking about it, and that's Tom Nixon in his book, Work with Source. He talks about the differentiation between the authority and the roles and responsibilities of the CEO from the person who holds the source energy. So what is source? Source is that creative energy of inspiration. It just might be the person everybody looks to for guidance. It might be the visionary. It's almost like the identity of the organization is with that source energy. If your source energy is the sun in the solar system, you need to pull that new CEO into that sun energy, and when the outgoing source feels comfortable, they can exit and the new CEO stays as the sun in the solar system. Let me give you one tangible example. So the organization's source energy was the CEO, long tenured, very beloved leader, very effective in their role. The person retired. It was intentional. The person left. They had a great retirement. But everybody still associates that individual with that brand, with that organization. They kept in touch. He became mentors to them. And so really the energy was outside and not inside. So when the new CEO came in, they had the power, they had the authority, they have the responsibilities, they're doing the work. But the life in the organization wasn't there anymore. The people inside were lost. They were looking for that thing that gelled them together that the former CEO had. So what can the CEO do if they realize that they have not inherited the source energy? The best possible plan is to actually reach out to the person that took the source with them. Hopefully that's a friendly conversation, whether that's with the founder or the former CEO, and really explain what's going on and that you actually need their help to translate the source energy back into the organization. For a lot of leaders, they're so proud of the legacy of that organization. If you just ask for help, they'll be there for you. The key to that is for the organization to see the former leader or the source energy actually handing back the source. But what if that person's not available? And sometimes that happens if they've passed away or if they were terminated or if they've moved away. So then what happens is the new CEO actually has to recreate that source energy. Go and talk to the different people in the organization. How do we find the spirit of what we do? This is more than mission and purpose. This is the thing that lights us up. What are the things that we're super proud of? How can I amplify those? How can we make sure that that guides us? That leader gets known for being the steward of what makes us amazing. They get known as a visionary. They get known as a creative energy source. And most importantly, they are always aligned with the vision and purpose. So what is the board's job in making sure that the source and the CEO's authority stay aligned or get aligned? The important thing is for the board, as somebody is exiting, to ask, is the source energy going with that person? Identify it long before your new CEO comes in, and then have the board ask the outgoing leader or the source to actually work with the new CEO to transition that source energy. For some situations, that transition of source energy is never going to happen. If it's a founder and that founder is still a shareholder or on the board or have a special role in the organization or simply does not want to give up that source energy, then the board and the new CEO have to strategize around how do you manage with source energy being separate from the CEO. It is possible, but usually it comes with teamwork to make sure that the person carrying the source understands where the organization is, they can be proud of it, they can participate in it where it's appropriate, but we navigate that separation of the roles until the source is comfortable handing it back to the new CEO. It's a tricky one to handle, but if you get it right, it is so powerful. And if you are blind to it, it can actually undermine your new CEO's longevity and their ability to drive impact.